I'm coming to talk to you today about not wanting to do the things that you did before, not wanting to live the life that you lived before, but wanting to live righteously and intentionally on purpose out of love and appreciation for the one who made you. Make me, how can I be true to you? Almighty One, make me, how can I? Hey, I'm Nisi. I empower women who love Yah to honor him with their lives so that they can faithfully represent him in all that they do. Because that's what Nisi Yah actually means. You want change, you want growth, you want maturity. You don't want to keep doing the same negative habits that may have been holding you back in your life. Why do we do these things? We all are born into this world and we are products of our environments. For me, I know that I was definitely a product of what happened to me in my childhood. For example, my father left when I was 8 years old. He left me, my mom, and my sisters. And that was really, really hard. And I didn't know how much it impacted me until much later, even now. But I look back over my life, and as a teenager and a young woman, I was very, very promiscuous. I was living a lifestyle that was dangerous and destructive for me. And after a while, that's not what was for me. And I just praise the Most High for taking me from that. But what did that process look like? Because I can say, Father, please change me. But how do we do that? Faith without works is dead. So we need actionable steps to go from where we were to where we want to be in Yah. Start with your why. Why do you want to be a new creation? Why do you want to be a new woman? What do you want to see different in your life? First, you have a love for the one who made you, right? You have a desire to please your creator. For me, Abba Yah, and I say Abba Yah because Abba is Hebrew for father. Abba Yah is my father. He is my ultimate father. I've had so many issues surrounding my biological father not being in my life. And that is why I love Yah so much, because he will never leave me nor forsake me. And even though I lived the life that I did, he has shown me love continually, taking care of me up to this point and even beyond. I know that throughout my life I can depend on him. And so I am motivated and driven by that love. We are made in the image of the Most High. And so you have a desire to reflect his image in this world. That's a big responsibility, and he's given it to us to do. So that's another reason for us to change from who we were to who he created us to be. You would also seek change if you recognize that your previous ways of life are not purposeful, they're not helpful, possibly dangerous or destructive. For me, like I said, I was very promiscuous. I was an alcoholic. I was getting extremely blackout drunk all the time. And it was just my desire to either be drunk, be high, or be fornicating. And I didn't think about anything else. I worked, I took care of my child, so I could justify my life and say, yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But my thought process is around myself. I wasn't thinking of anything positive I could do for me. I wasn't thinking about the example that I was showing to those who saw me. And that's why I love Yah so much, because he changed everything about me, even my mindset. You're regretting the decisions that you make. I know, believe me, you could be regretting the decisions that you make, and regret is a really powerful motivator. So if you are making decisions and you look back at them and like, man, why did I do that? Or I wish I hadn't done that. It's time to make a change. Are your decisions negatively impacting your health? Are they putting your health at risk? Are they negatively impacting your relationships? If you're already a mom, what are you showing to your children? And it doesn't have to be just what I went through and dealing with those type of things, but we are products of our environment. How do you speak? Do you speak life out of your mouth, or do you speak negativity, bitterness, hurt, and pain? Life and death are in the power of the tongue. What are the things that you're saying? What are the things that you're speaking about yourself and your circumstances? And really think about this. Are you good with your life now? Think about yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, 10, 40, 50 years from now. Do you see yourself living and existing the same way that you do now? If not, then it's time to make a change for your future self. It begins now. It begins right now, but it's ongoing. And I've got tips for you. I've got some advice, but I'm right here with you. It's not like I've achieved it and now I'm this perfect. No. I'm right here with you. It is an ongoing thing. He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. So here's just some nitty gritty now. Like, here's the how. These are actionable steps that you can take, the works that you can put along with your faith to become a new creation in the Most High. He is the source of your strength to make these changes and hopefully your reason. So the how. Begin by making a choice. You decide, I want better for myself. I don't want to keep doing the things I was doing. I want to be better for Yah. I want to grow. I want to be mature. I want to be like my Father in heaven. It starts there. Now, a lifestyle, a whole life worth of change is not just like, I'm going to change my life and boom, it changes. No, it's broken down into small choices, small decisions that you make. These decisions span across the different areas of your life. It could be that you want to be healthier. You see yourself, like, for example, me, I'm getting older. I'm 43. And it was like, when that happened, right? But I'm getting older. And I know that when I am elderly and as the Most High has given me the long life that He said that He would provide me with in Psalm 91, that I want to live it fruitfully and healthy and strong and vibrant. I don't want anybody to have to come and take care of me. So I'm making those decisions now. I decide that I'm going to exercise instead of not exercise. I decide that I'm going to eat an apple instead of eating a cupcake. You know what I mean? So small decisions. Make the choice. I'm going to speak life over myself. Instead of back in the day, and I used to say things like, oh, you make me sick. I'm not going to speak negativity over myself. And matter of fact, I cancel that now. Life, health, and strength. I'm not even going to let those types of words reverberate in the environment for me anymore. Instead of saying something like that, you can say nothing. That's a powerful one to work on. Or you could instead say, I prefer not to be around you right now, or something else that is going to not negatively impact you. Because the more you say a thing, you don't speak what the present is. You speak what is to come. We are created in the image of Yah, who spoke heaven and earth into existence. So the power to create is in your words. So small changes, and then use the scriptures as a mirror and adjust yourself accordingly. This means actually reading the Bible for yourself. Now, I know that's a daunting task, but like we said, big decisions broken down into small decisions. Decide you're going to read a chapter from the Bible each day. If you're concerned about, you don't know where to start, you don't know where to begin, start at the beginning. All of it is relevant. All of it is pertinent. All of it pertains to your Abba. All of it is for you, and there's something in it for you. So read the scriptures. And we're talking about becoming a new woman, so Proverbs 31 is always a good one too. But throughout the scriptures, read, get to know Yah for who He is, and find yourself in there as well. Look at the decisions. Look at what is called righteousness. Look at who the Most High had respect for because of their behaviors, and adjust accordingly, and use the scriptures as a mirror for your own life. It is very important that you encourage yourself. Compare yourself and your choices of today to the ones from yesterday or last week or a year ago, depending on how long you've been on this journey of becoming a new creation. But look at yourself now and look at yourself then. No, you may not be exactly where you want to be, but you're not where you were. And remind yourself of that and congratulate yourself on the wins. Yes, you're doing it. Remind yourself that you are a person, okay? You're going to make mistakes, and sometimes you're going to repeat old behaviors. It is what it is. We're people. We're not going to get it all right all at first. If that was the case, we wouldn't even need the Messiah. So we have to have grace and be gentle with ourselves. If you fall off, if you say something wrong, if you do something wrong, and like in my case, trying to come away from fornication and a lifestyle that just embraces that sort of behavior is really hard to leave alone, because it's not only about the physical connections that you were having with people, but for me, in my case, it was related to, daddy issues and why I sought that attention in the first place. So it's all intermingled and intertwined. Now, am I saying that you should give yourself grace and go ahead and back out and do that thing? By no means. Like I said, go back to the scriptures and find out what the Most High has to say about these things. But I am saying that when it's hard, if you make a mistake, that doesn't mean like, oh, well, forget it, I'm not strong enough, I can't do it. It means give yourself grace, repent, turn back to the Father, and keep going. Do not give up. Continue on. A lifestyle of change is coming from repetitive new behaviors. So continue and don't give up. Also consider some other alternative options. What might be some good things for you in this point in your life? If you realize that some of the things that you're going through might be well handled by talking to someone, then maybe looking into therapy, joining Bible study, and some creative outlets. Instead of the negative behaviors that you want to leave behind and just like, oh, well, okay, I don't want to get drunk anymore. And so you sit around and do nothing and just be tempted at the thought of getting drunk or whatever your thing may be. I'm just referring to my old stuff. But instead, replace that stuff with positive things, creative outlets. Maybe you like to sing. Maybe you like to write. Maybe you like to work out. Maybe you like to crochet. Maybe you want to learn to crochet. Maybe you want to learn to paint or do pottery, or there's so many things. Like the Most High has put talent and gifts in us all. So what might be your thing? That'll be a fun thing to learn about yourself and find out, and fill your life up with those new things. Spending time with your family, spending time with your children if you have them, spending time in Yah's word. Think of new things that you can implement in your life so that you're not just sitting there thinking about how hard it is to resist the old thing. Find new things. Journaling. It's on a journey like this. It's important to journal and write down the things that you have experienced. Even if you had a really bad day and you know what, you said this was hard today and I did this when I really should have did this. Or you had a great day, like, wow, look at all these wins, look at the successes. I said I wanted to do this and I did it. I said I didn't want to do this and I didn't. Whatever it might be, whatever it might look like, write those things down, because that's how you're going to measure your success. That's how you're going to measure your growth. So when you, after a week, a month, a year, you look back at your old journals and go back and read these things and see where you came from. It's kind of like watching water boil. When I was a child and I wanted to, first learning how to make myself some ramen noodles, and I put the water on and I would sit there and wait for the water to boil, and it seemed like it never would. But you step away for a moment, go back, and it's like, boom, it's boiling. So same thing with these small choices that you're making. It's going to feel like maybe not much is happening. But if you go back over time and you look back at your life, and you'll be able to do that because you'll read the things that you've written, then you can say, wow, look how much I've grown. Look how much I have changed. Look at this new woman that I'm becoming. So hallelujah for growth and change. That's measurable. And most importantly, my sisters, make sure that you fully rely on Yah. Fully rely on the Creator. Fully rely on your Abba. Fully rely on the one who made you. He is everything. He is your life. He is your reason. He's your why. He's your how. He's your what. He's your when. He's your where. He's your everything. Find him. He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. And if you diligently seek him, he will make himself known to you. So I just wanted to share some of those things with you as I journey on this same path along with you. You are not alone. What are some things in your life that you are wanting to overcome? What's some things in your life that you want to change? Let me know in the comments so that we can uplift and encourage one another. And please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more content like it. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm so glad that you're here, and I will see you in the next one. I love you guys.